back in those days in the early 90s, you know what I mean? Like, it was gangbang city right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was real thugged out, and we all beefed against amongst each other, even though we're all in this small little block, and we really got down in a real way, man. Because in reality, man, I watched a lot of homies get killed, bro. I had a homie die in my arms, bro. I watched a motherfucker get shot in his head, you know what I'm saying, right in front of me, and then watch him die in front of his family, bro. Like, it gets to a point in your life where you just like, man, dude, when is this gonna end? But that's when it's like, it's really actually up to you when it's gonna end.
Phoenix is a very lovable city, bro. Like, I've got, I show a lot of love, but, I see a lot of love shown to me all around Phoenix. Every side of town, west side, north side, east side, everybody's always showing me love, man. Just everybody's like good people, like shirt off their backs to you. Like, that's what Phoenix has always been to me, man. Everywhere I went when I was just young by myself, riding my skateboard through the barrio and all the different neighborhoods, and had a backpack full of spray paint, Ruger P189, maybe a Leño or two, and I would just go paint in different neighborhoods, and people would, be cool with it, and they would, support me. I was always by myself, and I was just always blessed to have God's protection over me to be able to do that. But like, now all the people that we're all grown up now, and they're all doing big things in the communities, and you get to see them and all grow up and have their families, their grandchildren. We raise those kids off of love and respect because of what we've seen growing up in Phoenix. They say bird rise from the fire. Yeah, man, it's that, there's trials and tribulations for everybody. I lost an eye, I rose up out of that. I got homies that been shot, they rose up out of that. And it's just these stories that build these, these legends in the cities, like the people I looked up to, the older Chicano guys that were, the ones that we kind of had to pay attention to growing up, who were setting a good example for us. Phoenix has been about, the trials and tribulations of, hey, learn from their mistakes. Everybody knows how to act, bro. You go out, you see it, bro. You see the love in Arizona, but Phoenix is just the heart of it all, bro. It started with, this city and, growing outwards to everybody else that we respect, the Avondales, the Glendales, Chandler, Gilbert, Peoria, Tempe, everywhere. But Phoenix is where my heart's at, bro.
Phoenix, it's the people. They come together as family, even if we're not blood. If there's a crisis or something, a death, everybody comes together to help out in some way. The lowrider community is a big part of my life. We're all family though, and that's what I love. We're all family. But I loved growing up in Phoenix.
Well, Phoenix is a great place to be in, and it's a good place to be, where get together with the people of the community and cruise and have a good time.
I mean, you gotta think about the 90s and 2000s. Some of us didn't get along with each other, you know what I mean? Like, there's barrios and neighborhoods that didn't get along.
If we had the unity we have today, a lot of people would still be here, you know what I mean? My dad, Robbie Castaneda, rest in peace, he was murdered right down the street from my boy's restaurant. Probably lived 6 blocks away from where my dad was murdered, right now, And to have to drive down that street, that's like my shortcut home, just to drive by that every day and just think like my dad was laying here on this sidewalk, you know what I mean, with, shot and dead. Like, that's hard for me, but it's something I got to deal with, and it's part of my history and what we're talking about now.
Where we came from to where we are now, just like all of our friends being from different neighborhoods and hanging out is the most, and I tell my parents all the time, I'm like, if you could see how it is now, you guys would be like, wow. Because my parents got to see all these little boys grow up, and then all these little boys just become little monsters, and then time just, Arizona has grown really big. We've grown to be positive. And we're not small-minded anymore, I believe.
Now, there's this closeness going on. Like, in the Chicano community, I'm noticing that we're linking up more with each other. We're working with each other, and it feels more like family.
Lowriding changed a lot for the people in my era because it brought a lot of people together. I mean, I've been in a lot of occasions where I seen people back then that I didn't get along with, and we just looked at each other now and it's straight handshake and hugs now. And we even kick back and drink a beer together now, you know what I mean? There's a lot of homeboys out there. All my enemies ain't enemies. I don't got no more enemies. That shit was buried 6 feet deep. And I got nothing but love to all the homeboys out there from every side of town, because we all love our families. We all love being a Phoenix ghetto boy, and we all love lowriding.
That's how much it's changed. Is now they've united to where now they can talk about it, and it's.
Yeah, it's crazy because I
to live back on it and be like, oh, I remember this, I remember that, and now it's just, there's peace, there's no hate, there's no, they're not rivals no more,
But I got to watch it. I got to watch it go from beautiful to ugly, and then become beautiful again.
There's some small barriers that I think that are older, and we've learned to kind of break from, but in between, man, we've all pretty much learned how to just coexist.
Can I take a picture of your car?
You can take a picture of my car.
Thank you. I have a question. What's your name?
Miguel.
I feel like I know you. What do you do?
I'm a pastor right here at this church right here down the street, but I'm kind of like everywhere.
Yeah, we went here one time. I'm pretty sure I went to your church.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where the art is?
Yeah. I've seen your car before.
Yeah.
But I've never taken a picture of it. I was like, there, I see it, so I ran over here.
Well, come see us over there.
I will.
Yeah, come see us. Yeah. Miguel, and what's your name? Henry, I'm Miguel.
Nice to meet you, Miguel.
Yes, sir. Be blessed, okay?
You too.
I used to be just like our brothers and sisters out here on these streets, like, I don't want to say the word junkie but I was just lost out here, you know what I'm saying? And my brother, he's still my pastor to this day, but God used him to really show me God's love, and it changed everything for me. I didn't get to choose where I come from. So this is the city that God has gifted me and my family, and so it's a gift.
Phoenix is the place to be. Car culture, food culture, everybody's welcome in Phoenix, bro. Show love everywhere, and you'll get it back.
When you slow down and you just open your eyes and you see your surroundings, you get to see that Arizona is the place to be.
We're the 5th largest city in the United States of America. It's a very mixed community, a lot of foods, a lot of culture, a lot of just different types of walks of life that came here from all over the world. It's my favorite, man. It's my favorite place to be. I've been a lot of places, man. I've traveled a lot, and I've gone, but they say there's no place like home.
Like, no matter where I've been, Phoenix, AZ's different. Like, it's just something different. There's no comparison. Like, this is Phoenix, you know what I mean?
Like, if somebody's not from here, I'm like, let me take you to the desert, because it's not just like the city, it's also the land that we're on. We're on Akamo Atam Jivwet, which is Salt River, and our ancestors is the Hohokam, right? And so one of my favorite things to do out here in Phoenix, and what I'm proud of, is the land. From the colors of the mountains, from the wild horses, and that to me is the spirit of Phoenix.
Have you ever seen orange and purple skies? Them Phoenix Suns colors, they're beautiful.
Man, we're desert people. We live off this energy, this earth that we have, this native ground, man, that people don't realize how much of it is, sacred. Like, there's a lot of, like, in the indigenous cultures of what's going down, like right there on the Salt River on Central Avenue, there was communities there. I did a project for the Light Rail Project, and it's all dedicated to those communities, like, that were on the river first, and then the city kind of grew up around them, but there was the native culture. So, they're Phoenicians. We're all Phoenicians, man, right in the center of it.
A lot of the inspiration I get is from being out on that land, and I just wish many more can see it, because it's so different, right?
whatever area you're from, the south side, the west side, the east side, the north side, whatever it is, let's talk beautifully about our city. Let's talk about how beautiful it is. Let's talk about how diverse our people are, like the richness of the different cultures that are in our city. Like, let's talk like people like find out, oh, you're from Alhambra, in the Alhambra area, and they have a smirk about it. But I feel like we need to start changing the way we talk about our city. Like, our city is beautiful. I wouldn't want to be nowhere else. Like, it is a massive gift to be from Phoenix. One thing I want to encourage, our people, let's be kind to each other. You know what I'm saying? Smile at somebody. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what that smile would do for somebody. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Be a light to the world. God calls us here to be a light. So, let His light shine through you, little homies. Let His light shine through you, sweet little mamas. So, God is gracious.